Okay. However, it is better to die with honor than live with infamy. This dictum is appropriately referred to Veer Surendra Sai, who was one of the greatest freedom fighters of Odisha. When the British came to India, they captured one by one provinces, one by one territories throughout India, and the conquest started from Bengal. By 1857, they almost captured the entire India. But when Lord Dalhousie was the Governor General of India, he passed a law, the doctrine of lapse. That means, according to such law, if any Indian ruler did not have any son or successor, the territory of that kingdom will merge into the British territories. That is the provision of doctrine of lapse. So under such, the Sambalpur Khillar dynasty, which is Surendra Sai was the hereditary of the dynasty, and he was the adopted son of the king of Sambalpur. And when the doctrine of lapse was declared, and the British was very adamant to adopt such principle, Surendra Sai lost his territories. But he could not bear such injustice done to the Indians, because at that time, any Indian who had no son or successor, they could be able to adopt a son to become their heir apparent. But when the doctrine of lapse denied, Surendra Sai now revolted against the British. Not only Surendra Sai, but also many rulers were affected. One such, Jhansi Rani Lakshmibai, he also revolted against such a law. Udaipur, Jaipur, Sambalpur, and even Nana Sahib and Tantia Tope revolted against such a injustice law. And due to such revolution, Surendra Sai took the leadership. He organized all the freedom fighters in Sambalpur, particularly in Western Odisha, and decided to give a strong resistance to British. And accordingly, he organized camp training and started freedom movement against the British rule. He decided to oust the British from the Sambalpur territories. By meanwhile, in 1957, all the rulers who had lost their territory under the provision of doctrine of lapse revolted, and the first war of Indian independence began in 1857, when Mughal Pandey started the first revolution at Barakpur station, Barakpur army camp, because at that time British introduced an Enfield rifle, and in such rifle a cartridge had to be loaded, and that cartridge are covered with a cover, and the rumor was that cover is made up with the fat of cows and pigs. That's why both the Hindus and Muslim soldiers did not like to use such Enfield rifle. But at Barakpur army camp, when a British officer forced Mughal Pandey was a Hindu, he forced Mughal Pandey to use Enfield rifle. Mughal Pandey denied, but due to the pressure Mughal Pandey used, because if you will not obey your higher officer, you will disregard, and for that reason you will be hanged for treason. So Mughal Pandey decided what to do. He used the Enfield rifle, loaded the cartridge, and shoot the officer who forced him to use such Enfield rifle. So with his shot, the first freedom struggle of India started. So from Barakpur, all the soldiers followed him. Then it spread to Meerut in Uttar Pradesh, and everywhere the revolution spread. And meanwhile, Surendra Sai learned all this development, and he also started to join with the armies. Nana Sahib, Tantiya Tope, Jhansi Rani Lakshmibai, all revolted, and they marched to Delhi. And at that time, in the Red Fort, Bahadur Shah was imprisoned, and these revolutionaries now marched to Delhi, requested Bahadur Shah to take the leadership of the great revolt of 1857, which V.D. Savarkar said the first war of Indian independence. So the first war of independence took place, and Sambalpur under Surendra Sai took the leadership. He fought with bravely and ousted the British from the Sambalpur territory. However, by the end of the 1857, the British adopted suppression and cruelty, and Bahadur Shah was defeated and arrested. And in Sambalpur also, Surendra Sai was defeated and fled to the forest. But however, years later was captured and put into the prison. Later he was dead. Such was the great hero of Western Odisha, Veer Surendra Sai, who worked heroically to drive the British out from the soil of Odisha, and still now he is remembered with the love and respect. We should salute such a great hero of Odisha. Thank you. Have a nice day.